Hello, entrepreneurs in the Eden Vale. It's so wonderful to have you. This is a recording to provide a guide on self-discovery because we have received some of your homework, and I think maybe because some of you missed the session where we were covering this, I thought let me do another additional guide just to help you on how the submission is supposed to actually happen. And those who don't understand, because maybe you come on YouTube and they are not sure, please have a look on the description. We will include the self-discovery handbook. And those who want to actually do the program, you can also find the information below. So I think we have done a great progress in just making sure that we have covered the content on what is expected to be done. However, I think there is still a need to make sure that we're streamlining how we are actually submitting for the homework. It is very important to do the self-discovery program because it allows you to be able to identify the business ideas that we can work with to then move to a validation and also any other related activities that you would like to do for economic development. So, of course, as I said, this is a program for Eden. However, it can be used by any other person. This is an open information. This is under local economic development program, which is part of the economic community development project. So I just hate introducing myself all the time, but my name is Precious, and I'm a lead consultant, and I will share our approach, and I will also share with you what a self-discovery program is about, and I will then also share the next step for those that have already done and submitted the homework. I think the next part also will be diagnostic, which I will cover in the next session. Okay. I said earlier, my name is Precious. I'm an accountant and auditor. I'm a founder of GAD Consulting, and I run different projects, especially this one. And thank you so much for being here. And please leave us the comments. If you are not from Free State, Edenville, please tell us where you're from, and also let us know if you would like us to come to your community to do this work. Okay, just a small brief background on GAD. We are a management consulting firm that is really about us really looking at innovation, but also how to make the little that we have go an extra mile. We have been doing this for some time. I do quite a bit of work in the entrepreneurship space, but I also do governance. If you want more detail about myself, I will also include a my LinkedIn account. Okay, this is some of our previous clients and some are current. Our program really is about, we provide an online session and a face-to-face. And then we will provide a workbook, a checklist, and some templates material that will be available online, and some will be printed. We're currently now working out how many documents need to be printed so that we can manage our cost, so that who actually can work with an online version in terms of the preference, so that we make sure that we manage our cost. There's generally always going to be a homework and a feedback session. So we have done the homework, we have done the online session, we have done the face-to-face. We are now in the process of providing you a sum of the feedback, but we want to get at least 50 participants submitting the homework before we consolidate all our feedback session. And we will generate also more videos based on what we're picking up as an area for improvement. Okay, so just to give you a little bit of a background of Eden local economic environment. So Eden is basically in Free State. It currently has a demographics mainly about 150 kilometers from southwest of Johannesburg. It's in Free State. It's roughly got about 15,000 people in terms of population, which 40% live below breadline. They basically mainly, it's agriculture, maize, sunflower, and livestock, but very limited industry activity. And this information has been verified with State SA. And also, in general, the skills gap is very high. I think even in our sessions, we have to do translation, but we do have also people that have studied, do have some technical skills, but they're actually not working. There is some issues with the buildings. I mean, as you're driving through, so there is some work that needs to be done on that space. We have been talking about having a local fresh food shops. We're working on that. We will be coordinating with other cooperatives within the area. As for the opportunities that we have identified within Edenville, we do see that there is a way we can leverage the economic activity that is happening at the primary level. We have seen that there's also an opportunity for producing and actually taking the primary product that are being produced there for industrial activities and development, including manufacturing, like things like bottleneck. It doesn't have to be a complex thing. We are running few entrepreneurship workshops. We are also coordinating with the library. So we're of a view that this will create those resources and to make sure that there's business economic activities. We are also collaborating with the community just to make sure that the information is shared, but we also are enhancing the local initiatives that are already there. Other opportunities that we have seen that are really I think SEDEV has done very well. There's cooperatives already that are providing to, I think also to Pick and Pay. I think there's also potential of actually even exporting. As I said earlier, we are coordinating with the library. At this point, we don't have a skills center yet. However, the library has indicated they do have about 5 computers, which will then be used also to assist, to facilitate, to assist in building up the capacity for business activities. And we also, there is some gender empowerment LED within the municipality. We haven't had any feedback though from the team that has attended, but we understand that those initiatives are going. So those are some of the opportunities that are within Edenville. And then we have also want to highlight this project is financed by IDC. And it's mainly focusing on food security, making sure that we have producing food locally, but also promoting sustainable practices and making sure that there is an efficient distribution and a greater security self-reliance. And then we have job creation plus also economic development, which is what we are focusing on. So I hope if you do have other questions, please leave us. And if you are looking for projects similar to this, please also let us know. Okay, our intervention is really focusing on local economic development in terms of entrepreneurship. We're doing skills development. We really focus on skills development at the beginning and providing business management based on the skill set that we have. We have scoped some sustainable farming, agriculture processing, digital marketing, some financial literacy, a little bit of it as part though of business development, and technical repairs was identified, but we have withdrawn this. We also are providing, once the skills development and training has been completed, we will then do the business incubation, where we then are assisting them to identify the ideas and then also have the business plans to actually start those businesses. This will also include validation of those ideas, of course. And then we really also are looking at, say, how can we build the innovative ventures, and also in terms of production, how do people actually find what works, what doesn't work? So we kind of have scoped some of the products that we do believe have a potential, with which we will share with the entrepreneurs as a list of potential business ideas that they can also select from, especially for those that are struggling to come up with business ideas. So self-discovery is really about making sure that the person understands who they are and what role they can play in their businesses, because we did find that 80% of the participants were not entrepreneurs. They were not doing anything. They were mainly there just thinking that maybe there could be potential for work. So the self-discovery program is focusing on talent, interest, and personality. And then again, we have already covered this in quite more detail. So you need to establish who you are and where you are in life when it comes to the wheel of life. And that is the part 3 of this self-discovery, after you have done the talent and interest and personality. And then you are expected also then to go through the session, which I've shared the link. I will also share it below. I will also share the workbook and the checklist and the template. Now, let's go to the purpose of the homework. The purpose of the homework is to provide you with the information that you will use when you are actually now using other tools to identify the business ideas, and also to be able to validate your business idea, plus the role that you will play in your business. That's the purpose of the homework. It's not so much for us to read as such what you have done, but it's to guide you to be able to say, actually, here are the business ideas that suit my personality, that suit my interest, that suit my talent and my skill. So that is why it's important that you still do the homework, even if you have not been able to do it. So what is the scope of the homework? Page 12, provide us with top 5 interests, which is basically your hobbies. Be clear about your personal SWOT, which is on page 15, the top 5 talents, which is on page 25, personality, which is on page 27, and the skills and experience, which is on page 42. Those of you who do have a CV, maybe also just use the CV as part of how you are actually putting these things together. So once you have that, make sure that the documents that you are providing must be in a Word document. That is your talent, your interest, and also including your personality, your personal SWOT. The personality assessment is more likely to be on a PDF. Include that in the folder. Once you have these documents, you will then create a folder on your Google Drive or any other cloud with your account number. Then you will send us an email sharing the link of the folder using the subject line as your account number. So on your subject line, you'll use your account number. You will not use your name. This also makes sure that information that is being shared it does not get exposed to be used by anybody, but also just to make sure that because some other people have the similar names who are not confusing each other's. That is why we have actually created the accounts. So let me start afresh. How you will submit, you will create a folder where you have your talents, your interests, plus your personal SWOT, and then you will include your personal assessment. You will then create a folder or on the Google Drive, for example, or any other cloud-based system, and then you share the link with us so that we can be able to review your stuff, so that when you pitch your business ideas, we will check your profile and say, does that suit your personality? Does that suit the skills? Does that look at the low-hanging fruit? And please make sure that you submit in that format so that we can actually make sure that we help you to identify the business opportunities that are within your reach. And that is how you will then submit. We will then also run a feedback session, which will be online on the submitted work. Please make sure that you, as we are providing you with the feedback, as we are receiving information, please make sure that you correct yours. If you've already submitted, please correct yours. Some of you have been sending things that is a camera stuff. We can't take pictures. And some of you have not typed your responses. You just wrote them on the book and then you took a picture of it. That we cannot be able to read. So you will need to submit. And also do not DM me, because I generally receive a lot of correspondences. We have 2 administrators, which I will share with you here. If you have a question, share them on the WhatsApp group. If you don't have an email, you want to use a phone, ask Paul or Dio to assist you before you send, so that they then will put those together for you. And Tsagane now is going to be taking over more work from Dio so that they will be able to assist you. So guys, setting up a Google Drive is actually free. And also using a Google Docs is also free. So please use Google to actually assist you to submit. Each time you submit, again, just make sure that you are using your account number on the subject of that email. If you don't have an account number, please request Mpho, Tiyu, or Tsakane to assist you. Tsakane is currently working with Tiyu to make sure that everyone does have the account. Okay, please take note, Mpho is already in the group, is one of the administrators. DM him, but I've also included his cell number here. And then Tiyu, that has cell number there. And Tsakane will also be supporting. So I'm going to make sure that Tsakane also is one of the administrators within the group. Please make sure that you only send email to me, not DMs. I've been receiving quite a lot of DMs. They are difficult for me to manage. I'm in over 50 groups. Especially with NAF and the spaza shops. So it is difficult for me to actually receive random emails or DMs to manage and respond on time. So it's better to post it on the group, and then the team will then be able to help you. Thank you so much. I hope that is able to assist you to have a smooth ride on this. And I know it has been difficult, but those who do not have computers, the library has indicated that they do have 5 laptops, the computers, and they do have internet. Please go to the library and schedule the time. I will share the details on the WhatsApp group, including on the description here, for you to request and schedule your time so that you can then be able to submit the information. I think if you do that, even if you do not have the tools, you can be able to submit the work through the library. Thank you so much for your time. Goodbye for now.